Boom. I was waiting for you to... and I was going to jump in. Welcome along to Hashtag TV with episode 11.
Yes, I'm Phid McAwesome.
And I'm V8 Matty.
And on this week's Uncultured Roundup of social media, web, tech and gaming, we're going to kick things off with YouTube.
Charis.
Thanks, Charis. And now on to Gamertag, brought to you by bosslevel.co.nz.
And if you go along to bosslevel.co.nz and use the promo code hashtag, you can get a 10% discount off your purchase.
Awesome, and get some cheap video game goodness from yesteryear.
That's right.
And coming up on Gamertag, we have Outsmart Studios.
We're here with Wayne from Outsmart Studios. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I work for Outsmart Studios, obviously. We're a local Kiwi game developer, and we make a couple of mobile games, and we've had a online flash game, which is a virtual world, and we've had it for about 5 years. So most of our stuff is overseas. We predominantly work in the US and European market, and we're basically just coming along to support the local industry and sort of get ourselves a little known, because we're one of the bigger studios here, but nobody really knows who we are because we've always been overseas. So this is all about getting some Kiwi love going. Like, I've got some of the guys here, the art director and one of the marketing guys, and all the developers are all local, so everything's done in our studio up in K Road.
Oh well, so tell us a bit about some of the big games that you've got available at the moment.
Go for Launch is available at the moment. That's a free game where you get to spin around a little 3D world with a gopher and try and get into a spaceship to escape, and that's available on the Android Play Store and the iOS Store right now for free. And we've got a new one coming out called Roost Riders.
Awesome, and that's the one we had a bit of a play with earlier.
Yeah, it's addictive, eh?
It is a very cool game.
Yeah, we really, really love it. It's very much like Subway Surfers, but we've really upped the graphics to make it a really pretty game and tried to use an undulating terrain to make it a little bit more difficult and sort of a little less of a no-brainer.
Awesome, so if people want to find out more about you guys, where can they look?
They can go to getoutsmart.com or they can do a search on Go for Launch. We're the only Go for Launch game on the web, so they can find us on Google. Yeah.
Awesome, thanks for your time.
No worries.
And now for our tech section, we've got a phone review from our very own Phid McAwesome.
Yes, and I'm going to be reviewing the Nokia Lumia 1020.
It's big and yellow.
And it's awesome. Nokia have no idea how to build smartphones. Windows 8 sucks. And if your photos look like shit, it's because you're taking them with a smartphone. And that brings me to this. I'm Phid McAwesome, and this is the Nokia 1020. I've been an Android smartphone fanboy for the last few years. Since then, I've tried out BlackBerry, and I haven't found anything that I like, apart from Android, and that brings me to this. At first glance, it's not a good looking phone. It's bright yellow, the camera sticks out the back badly, and it does look like something you wouldn't want to drop. However, in using it, that's where it really comes into play. It's got an amazing 41 megapixel camera with a Xenon flash, and that means it's a real flash. Not a small LED, but it is amazing to use. The photo resolution is like nothing I've ever seen on a smartphone before, and if you're taking photos on this, it does look like something from a good camera. Then you've got the 4.5 Super AMOLED screen. Bright, it's clear, and super sensitive to touch. Just simply scrolling, everything just works nicely. I was never a big fan of Windows 8. It took me a while to like it as an operating system on the computer. However, I do like Windows 8 on the smartphone. It's just simple. Windows 8 just makes sense. You can move things around, putting everything where you're going to use it on the home screen, and then all your other apps are all simply right there. This thing's powered by an amazingly powerful Qualcomm Snapdragon S4, so I get zero lag and I can run numerous apps at the same time. The battery life on this thing is also great. 13.3 hours is what they say you're going to get on the 3G network. I roughly get 12 to 14 on a good day, and that is impressive this day and age with smartphones. Memory wise, I'm yet to fill it up. It's got 32 gigabyte of memory on board, which is more than enough memory for all your photos, all your apps, games, everything, as well as being able to sync seamlessly with SkyDrive, which is of course Microsoft's version of Dropbox, and you get a super duper big free SkyDrive account with the phone. Everything syncs seamlessly with it. If you take photos, as soon as you connect to the internet, it's going to sync all your photos with there, so you don't even have to keep the photos on the phone. I love this phone, I like it, I recommend it, and I never thought I'd ever say that about a Nokia product. So that was the Nokia Lumia 1020, an amazing phone.
Bit more of a camera with a phone attached, really.
Best of both worlds.
Anyway, that's the end of this week's show, so be sure to follow us on Twitter, check us out on Facebook, and get along to the website #me.co.nz for all our podcast details.
And be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube or on Citizen TV.
Citizen TV's good.
They are. And that's us for another week.
See you. Fantastic.
That was a great episode, guys.
Made my butt tingle.